Well, Bryce, if there's one thing you and I both know, it's that, as we've said many a times before on this channel, we're gonna have our highs, we're gonna have our lows, and right now, there's no way to sugarcoat it. We're not super low, but we're going through a little bit of an ebb, if you would. Okay, we're 5-7 in our last 12, but we're still up on the season. If you've been riding with the boys, you're still in the green, right? We're 12-8 in our last 20. If you want to put a little bit of a more positive spin on it, that's okay. But I'll tell you what as well, Bryce. We went through the same thing in the NFL season, and if I know Bryce Hunt, he's gonna pull us out of this, and he's gonna get us back on the right track here, just as I did for NFL season. We end up in the green. You stay riding with the boys. You weather the turbulence with the fellas, and we will get you to a safe landing. With that being said, welcome back inside the Janitor's Closet, ladies and gentlemen. Josh and Bryce with you as always. Bryce, let's get to the plays for the people. We're trying to get back on the right foot. 3 plays today, okay? And these plays are coming to you while we're recording on the Tuesday, April 9th, but these plays are for Wednesday, April 10th. Before we get into the plays, ladies and gentlemen, as always, just got to do a little bit of housekeeping, that's all. There's going to be a quick pop-up that pops up right now, bing, and please follow that. That is, like the video if you would be so kind to do so. Subscribe to the channel as well. Turn on the notification bell so you can know when the fellas are dropping the plays, because I'll tell you what, even though we're 5-7 in our last 12, we will bounce back. I can assure you that. And if you would, please give us a follow on X at TJC Bets. Turn on those notification bells as well. That way, you know when we're dropping plays at all times. And finally, maybe just drop a comment as well, if you would. Maybe just let us know if you're riding with the fellas, if you're weathering the storm with the fellas, please let us know in the comments. Drop a broom down there. Hopefully, we're going to sweep this slate. And finally, all of our plays are coming from Bet365. Okay, we don't line shop, but if you guys want to do so to find the best value possible, then we absolutely encourage you guys to do so. But Bet365 is our preferred sports book. Bryce, let's get going here. We're starting in the Bronx, and this is the final game of a 3-game series between the New York Yankees, who are piping hot right now, and the Miami Marlins, who are whatever the opposite of piping hot is. Okay, they are ice cold right now. Marlins are no bueno. The Yankees dominated game 1 at the time of recording. They're winning game 2 handedly. What about game 3? We got Ryan Weathers and Marcus Stroman.
Yeah, just before we get into the game, Josh, just to touch on what you said there. Yeah,
All
we
right.
got 150 days of baseball left. We're not
Yes,
worried
sir.
about the slumps, the ebbs and flows. 2-2 in each of the last two videos. We of course pulled that Houston play. If you were able to ride it out, you're able to hit that. But yeah, we're not worried about it. Early in the season is always tough because the model relies a lot on 2023 stats. So as the season goes on, it gets better. That's why we are sticking with 1 unit plays to start the year and building that up as the year goes on. We're not worried about that one bit. Just wanted to throw that in there, just
Yes, sir.
kind of let the people know what's going on with the model and kind of why we have these ebbs and flows and all that early in the year. Yeah, let's get to the Yankees and the Marlins here. You mentioned it, two sides of the spectrum. Yanks are rolling. Marlins barely have a win on the board, one of the league's worst. Marcus Stroman's going to go for us as we are going to take the New York Yankees first 5 minus a half to ride that hot hand. We have 3 plays. They're all going to be first 5 lines of minus a half. We assume we'll obviously take the 0.0 if we can, but these are all plays that the model wants the teams that we're taking to win by 3 runs in the first 5. We are going to have a pretty nice gap in that regard, according to the model. Marcus Stroman's still one of the best at inducing soft contact, and that's been the story of his season early. He's been phenomenal so far. It's
Yep.
been the sinker cutter combo for him, leading the way. Still working in that slurve in the splitter. Ryan Weathers on the other side has had trouble avoiding barrels and generating chases. Against the best offense that he's seen to this point in his season, if he can't correct those issues, this could get out of hand. The metrics on his fastball actually don't look as bad as I thought they were going to, but this New York offense is in a really good spot. The Soto, we knew that Soto was going to bring just another layer for them, and he really is. Judge obviously is getting going. Stanton's having a really nice start to the year. So we're going to ride with the evil empire here, New York, first 5-1.5.
Evil Empire, yes, sir. All right, let's go to Kansas City, Missouri. We got those Royals hosting the Houston Astros for the middle game of a three-game set. We got a pair of pitchers, Bryce, who are at different points in their respective careers. We got 25-year-old Hunter Brown on the bump for the Stros, and we got 35-year-old Seth Lugo, who's off to a pretty nice start to 2024 for those Kansas City Royals.
You mentioned the pitching matchup there. On paper, it doesn't look great, but we are going to be taking the Houston Astros first 5-1.5, and we might be able to get this at 0.0, as you mentioned, those on paper pitching stats. Seth Lugo's two starts have come against the White Sox and the Twins, who have two of the worst offenses to start the year, and Hunter Brown has faced the Yankees and the Rangers. Seth Lugo, the analytics don't look great, especially his swinging strike rates. It worries me against a Houston lineup that won't chase a lot. And Hunter Brown, I'm kind of hoping he can work himself out. The Kansas City offense really isn't as bad as people think. I know that they have a ton of swing and miss in there, but I do think they're a young, promising offense. But I think that this has the makings of a closer game, and I think that Houston and Hunter Brown are going to get back on the right track here in Missouri. There we have Houston first 5-1.5.
Alrighty, and as always, actually, before we get into our last play here, we're going to continue to follow the same protocol. You mentioned hopefully we're going to get the minus 0.0 there, so we can hopefully protect ourselves against the push. If by the time this video drops, or by the time the video I'm editing it and posting, then we'll obviously confirm the play above. But otherwise, just continue to ride with minus 0.0 if we can get it. If not, minus 0.5. All right, let's get to the final play here. Rockies. We're going to the Rockies here at Coors Field. We got the Arizona D-backs and the Colorado Rockies. They are putting the bow on their three-game series. A pair of lefties in this one, Bryce. What do we got?
Yeah, I mean the story with Colorado the last couple of years, the term's been coined Rocky Road, kind of fade them when they're on the road, but that offense has a little bit of danger to them when they're at Coors Field in Colorado. But that looks like they might be losing their argument on that, as their offense looks pretty somber at home now this year as well. And Tommy Henry actually looked okay his last time out. He looked to make some pretty good strides. His ground ball and his chase rates are up. He's now relying on his sinker as his primary pitch, which is inducing a lot of those soft contact ground balls, which is kind of what we want to see. And that chase rate obviously is a great thing as well. We're going to back him against that Rockies offense that has really been struggling pounding the ball into the ground. And the D-backs bats, we know what they can do against a lefty, Austin Gomber, who, it kind of seems like his whole career's gone to waste in Colorado, but now his fastball's barely scraping 90 miles an hour. And when the altitude kills breaking pitches, it might be a long year for him in Colorado if he can't get right. But we're gonna hope that the D-backs can jump him in the first 5, and we're gonna take Arizona first 5-1.5 here to close out our 3 best bets for Wednesday here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get back on the right foot here. We got 3 first 5 bets. Yankees first 5 minus 0.5. Houston Astros first 5 minus 0.5. Arizona first 5 minus 0.5. Again, if we can get any of these at minus 0.0 to protect against the push, then we will absolutely do so. But at the time of recording, obviously those odds have not dropped just yet. All the more reason, if we are altering plays, adding plays, subtracting plays, whatever the case may be sure to give us a follow on X at TJC Bets, where we are going to hopefully, wow, we got a fire alarm going on back here, Bryce. This is great. I don't know
Good omen.
I don't know if I'm in danger or not right now. Hopefully that means that we're going to catch some fire here on April 10th. All right, Bryce, let's get out of here. Let's have a good one. And folks, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell if you would. Comment below the video as well. Bryce, let's have a good one here. Folks, we'll see you guys next time.